press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello my dear student, welcome back to the classroom. Today I am going to start with the summary of the chapter Separation of Substances. See, in this separation is nothing but the process of removal of desirable components from the undesirable components which are present in the mixture. See, this is the lesson, this is the chapter of a science in which separation of a substance will be there. See, next we shall move on to the needs of separation. See, in which three needs will be there. There are lot of needs will be there, in which only three needs is mainly important, in which first one is to remove the undesirable components. See, desirable components as well as the undesirable components both are present in the mixture. We have to remove the desirable components from the undesirable components. Like for example, rice and the pulses. These are the examples. See, in the rice having the both the desirable components as well as the undesirable components. See, desirable components is nothing but the rice, which we take it as a food, whereas the undesirable components like stones, small muds, stock, different types of impurities will present in the rice as well as the pulses. See, the first need is to remove the undesirable components of a mixture. See, this is how in the rice as well as the pulses there are different types of food items are there, which we have to remove the desirable components from the undesirable components. And the second one is to remove the impurities to obtain the pure sample. See, the impurities which are present in the mixture we have to remove it, and these pure substance we have to use in the industries as well as the factories like laboratories, and for this purpose pure sample is required. And the third need is to separate useful components of a mixture. See, for example, crude oil is there, and see, crude oil, while extracting the crude oil, in which crude oil having the different types of impurities will be there, and useful components is also there. For example, petrol, diesel, kerosene, these are the useful components. These are the components of a mixture, and this we have to remove it from the crude oil, crude petroleum. See, this is how we can remove the crude petroleum. From the crude petroleum we have to remove kerosene, petroleum and the diesel. See, this is how the third need is to separate useful components of a mixture. This is the third need. And next we shall move on to the methods of separation. See, there are different types of methods of separation will be there, in which first one is hand picking method, next threshing method, winnowing method, sieving, sedimentation and decantation, filtration, evaporation and condensation. See, these are the different types of methods which helpful to understand the properties as well as the nature of a constituent substance which are present in the mixture, in which first one is hand picking method. See here the diagram will be showing that the hand picking method. See, rice items will contain the impurities which are present in the mixture, thereby we picked by hand only, and in a small quantity only we can pick this method, hand picking method will be applicable. See, there are different types of food items will be there, thereby people used to pick these food grains as well as the undesirable components which are present in the mixture. And see, this is how the process of hand picking method is applicable. See, next we shall move on to the threshing method. See, as I told, the grains from the stalk is removed by beating to the hard substance. We can remove the grains from the stalk. Before beating to the hard substance, these stalk will be kept in a sunlight, thereby the moisture content which are present in the stalk will be evaporates and leaving behind the grains, and after that small grains will be obtained which will be beaten into harder to the particular hard substance. See, the diagram will be there. See, one man is beating the stalk, and thereby some ladies will be beaten these workers will be beaten this stalk into the ground, so that the grains will be separated from the stalk. And see here also the threshing process will be done. And see here one machine will be there. As I told, for threshing purpose in olden days bullock cart will be used, but nowadays technology has been improving. There are different types of machines have to be implemented in the field, and thereby the process will be threshing will be takes place. And this is how threshing process will be done. Next we shall move on to the another method of removing the seeds from the stalk. See here, the winnowing process will be done by using here blowing wind as well as the air is required. See, the winnowing process will be done with the help of blowing air as well as the air and the wind. See, one man or the lady will stand here at the height position or raise the position, thereby thereafterwards she will carry the food items or the grains and release it slowly to the blowing air, thereby one heap will be formed. See, this one is a heap, and this heap is present near she stand, and this is the food items, and thereby the unwanted or impurities which are present in the mixture is falls away from the mixture. See, this is how winnowing process will be done. See, there are different types of methods will be there. If blowing air is more in a particular area, then the winnowing process will be done. See, this is the continuous process after the threshing process. When the farmer will move on to the threshing process, he will followed by the winnowing process. See here, one lady is standing and thereby she slide down the grains to the blowing air, thereby she will get the food grains, and the impurities or stalk and the chaff will be comes far away from the grains. See, this is the different types of methods in the winnowing process. Next we shall move on to the sieving process. See, in the sieving process, as I told, there is a shallow vessels will be there, in which the bottom of the shallow vessel having the holes will be there, through which whenever we add the flour or any food items to it will easily pass through these holes, and leaving behind the impurities which are present in the upper part of the portion, and leaving behind the food items or the flour will be there. See, there are, as I told, see, sieving process will be done with the help of a siever, where tea will be sieved with the help of strainer, and thereby we get the clear tea. And see, this is the strainer also. There are different types of methods will be there in the sieving process, in which the useful components will be separated from the non-useful components. See, these components will be having the different size and structure. See here, in the process will be done here, and see in here also the sieving will be done. There is a small holes will be present in the siever or the strainer will be there. And see here, strainer, by using the strainer, the impurities or the particles will be removed, and there afterwards the useful components as well as the non-useful components can be removed by using the sieving method. Next we shall move on to the sedimentation process. See, in the sedimentation process, example is the salt as well as the water. See here, in sedimentation process, water contain the insoluble impurities. Insoluble impurities means nothing but the which are not dissolved in the water. We call it as a insoluble impurities, and these insoluble impurities is nothing but the sand as well as the water. See, instead of sand we can take the mud also, which are insoluble in the water, and this process is done with the help of a insoluble impurities, where the settling of the impurities at the bottom of the flask. See here, at the bottom of the flask impurities will be settled and leaving behind the clear liquid here. And see, this is how sedimentation process will be done, and this sedimentation process is followed by the decantation process. This clear liquid we have to take in a another vessel. This liquid will be poured into another vessel, and see, this is the mixture of liquids with different densities, water as well as the olive oil. See, decantation process is also done with the help of a immiscible liquids. Immiscible liquids are those liquids which do not mix with each other, and this is called as immiscible liquid. See, oil can easily removed by the water by using the decantation process. Thereby the oil will floats on the water, and we have to remove it by putting this water into the another vessel. See, the decantation process will also done with the help of a different types of tool here, and see, this is the decantation process where water is at the top, at the upper part, and it will form the separate layer, and the water will also form the separate layer. See, there are two layers will be formed. One is oil layer as well as the water layer. See, thereby this method will be applicable by removing the water to the vessel. See, here opening will be there, and thereby it will release the water only and leaving behind the oil. And see, this is the last product of the decantation, where oil will be present at the upper part of the vessel or the tool, and they are leaving behind the water, and this is how decantation process will be done. See, we can take different types of examples for the decantation process. See, for example, here muddy water will be taken, and thereby sedimentation is followed, and this sedimentation, the water is removed into another vessel, and again the decantation process will be done here, and this decantation process, after leaving it, the clear liquid is formed, and this liquid will be carried out to the another process known as filtration process. As I told, immiscible liquids do not mix up with each other. They are separate out into the two different layers. One is the oil layer and another one is the water layer. See, this decantation process will be done with the help of this principle is also applicable for the immiscible mixture. Next, we shall move on to the filtration. After the process of sedimentation and the decantation process, next one is filtration process. The decant particles will be poured into the another vessel with the help of a stirrer. See here, stirrer will be there, and this stirrer, along with the stirrer, we have to pour the water, the decant particles we have to pour, and thereby the filter paper which are present in the funnel will carry out these impurities and leaving behind the clear liquid in the one vessel, and this one we call it as a filtrate, and here is a filter paper and a funnel. See, this is how filtration process will be done. See here, there are different types of beaker will be there, where a mixture of water as well as the sand will be there, and after that we can do with the help of a sedimentation process also, or by using the filtration we can do this method. See, the mixture of water as well as the sand, by using the filter we have to remove the water, remove the sand from the filter paper. From the water we have to remove the sand, and there afterwards the sand particles which are settled at the filter paper and leaving behind a clear liquid. See, as I told, sedimentation as well as the decantation process is applicable to remove the impurities, but using the filtration process we also remove the impurities. See, this is how we can remove the useful components and non-useful components which are present in the mixture. Next one is evaporation. See, as I told, the seawater contains the salt which are mixed in it, and usually this salt is mixed in the seawater. This salt can be removed by the process of evaporation. See, in the evaporation process what will happen? See, see here, the mixture of salt as well as the water we have to take in a container or any dish, evaporating dish. See, at the below this big container there is a burner will be there, where it will the fire will be comes out from the burner, and thereby the container will be warm, and afterwards it starts by boiling. if we raise the temperature means if we increase the heat or if we supply warm heat to the container or the vessel, then evaporation rate will be increases. Evaporation takes place more and more, and thereby water will be evaporated. After that, when again and again we supply heat to the vessel, when the solution will become boiling, then water gets evaporated, leaving behind the salt at the bottom. If we take the vessel and scratch it at the bottom, we can see that there is a residue is come out, and this residue if we taste it, then it tastes look like a salt. This is how the evaporation process will be takes place. See, as I told, in nature evaporation takes place is a slow process. See here, salt is extracted from the sea water by using the evaporation process, where the sunlight falls on that sea water, thereby the water gets evaporated, leaving behind the salt at the seabed. See, thereafterwards people go and extract the salt, and after further purification we get the common salt. See, this is how evaporation process will be takes place. And next one is condensation. See, as I told, condensation process is nothing but the process of conversion of water vapor into its liquid form. We call it as a condensation process. See here, as I told, the condensation process, one burner is present at the bottom where fire will be comes out from the burner, and see above the burner there is a mesh and beaker will be there where salty water will be there, salt solution will be there, and when we increase the temperature or when the water will gets boiling, it evaporates the water, and in which we have to, in the metal plate, ice cubes will be there, and these ice cubes will absorb the heat of this water vapor, which is having more energy and more heat will be there. This will capture the heat, and leaving behind the droplets will form at the plate, and these droplets will formed to the another beaker, which carries these water droplets, and which collects the water droplets, and this is how the condensation process will be takes place. See, as I told, in a kettle also we take the salt as well as the water solution. Their evaporation, the water gets evaporated, and this water vapor which comes out from the kettle will touches or will contact with the metal plate which is having the ice cubes, and these releases the water in the form of water droplets, and thereby these water droplets is collected in the another beaker, and this is how the condensation will be takes place. And in the nature, the condensation process will be takes place continuously. See, for example, when rainfall will be fall on the ground, the condensation as well as the evaporation, both are the methods will be takes place in the nature. See, after evaporation, the water gets evaporated and thereby collected into the cloud, and the condensation process will be takes place, and thereafterwards the water will be falls on the ground as a water droplets. See, this is how both the condensation process as well as the evaporation process takes place in the nature, and it is a slow process. Next we shall move on to the different types of methods of separating the constituent substance which are present in the mixture. See, by knowing the nature as well as the properties of a constituent material, we come to know about which method is applicable to use for different components of a mixture. See, here hand picking method is there, threshing method is there, and the winnowing method. See, in the hand picking, the impurities is picked by hand, and this is known as a hand picking method. For example, rice, pulses, wheat, these are the examples which can be impurities can be removed by using the hand and picked by hand only, and this is how hand picking method is used. And next we shall move on to the threshing process. See, in the threshing process, one man is beating the stalk to remove the grains from the stalk, and see, in the olden days bullock carts is used to remove the sand. to remove the grains from the stalk. And next one is winnowing process will be there. See, winnowing process is used for removing the grains from the impurities or insoluble impurities which are present in the mixture. For example, see, grains will be there, and these grains will slowly down at a higher height position, and there afterwards the heap will be formed. Heap is nothing but the mute. See, one heap is formed, and this heap is the food grains heap, the food heap, and far away from the heap the useful components will be there, and far away from the heap there is a non-useful components is also there, and it will again form the heap. And this is how we can remove by using the winnowing process with the help of blowing wind as well as the air. Winnowing process will be done. Next we shall move on to the sieving method. See, during the construction of buildings, people used this sieving method. See, for example, the mixture which contains the pebble and the stones which are removed from the sieving. See, during the construction of a house or the building, people used this type of method to remove the pebbles and the stones which are present in the sand or the cement. See, this is how sieving will be takes place. And next one is filtration method. Filtration method is the method in which it is a process of removing the impurities which are present in the liquid mixture. See here, two part will be there. One is the residue part and another one is the filtrate part. Residue part which are insoluble impurities which are present in the filter paper. See, filter paper having the two types. One is the muslin cloth. We also used this type of filtrating agent, and one more is the filter paper. See, by using the filter paper, in the filtration process will be carried out. See here, in filter paper is kept in the funnel, and afterwards if you pour the insoluble impurities in that funnel, the filter paper will carry these impurities and leaving, and the clear water is passes from the funnel, and thereby we get the clear water. See, in filter paper also, in filtration process also, we can't see the impurities. See, these impurities are present, and these impurities can be removed by the process of evaporation. See, in the evaporation process, the insoluble impurities can be removed by the process of evaporation, where liquid state is get converted into solid vapor state. Sorry, the liquid state is get converted into vapor state. We call it as a evaporation process. And say, in sedimentation process, as I told, the particles is settled at the bottom of the vessel and leaving behind the clear liquid, and this clear liquid we have to pour into another vessel, and this sedimentation process is followed by the decantation process. See, in sedimentation process, two layers is formed. One is the filtrate, one is the residue, and another one is the supernatant layer. Nothing but the residue is nothing but the sediment layer and the supernatant layer. See, this supernatant layer is pour into the another vessel, thereby decantation process will be carried, and this decantation process have to followed by the filtration process. See, where impurities is completely removed, and this impurities can again be completely removed by the process known as evaporation as well as the condensation process. See, this is the decantation process, where liquid layer is also there, though both are the liquid. See, oil as well as the water both acts as a liquid. See, this layer will be formed. Two different types of layer will be formed. One is the oil layer and another one is the water layer. When the oil is mixed to the water, then it will mixes together. After that, after leaving some time, what will happen? It will forms the two different layer. One is the oil layer and another one is the water layer. By the process of decantation process, we can remove the oil layer from the water layer. See, this is how decantation process will be takes place, and the next one is condensation as well as the evaporation process. See, in the condensation process, the process of removal of the process of conversion of water vapor into its solid liquid state, we call it as a condensation process. Once again I will tell you, see, the condensation is nothing but the process of conversion of the liquid state into its vapor state into its liquid state, we call it as a condensation process. And the evaporation process is nothing but the process of conversion of liquid state into its vapor state, we call it as a evaporation process. See here, evaporation as well as the condensation process, there is a difference will be there. See, in the evaporation process, it is a conversion of the liquid state into its vapor state, we call it as a evaporation process. See here, liquid state is get converted into vapor state, we call it as a evaporation process. See here, evaporation in Kannada, it is nothing but the havi agodu, and later it is followed by the condensation process. See, in the condensation process, these water vapor which comes in contact with the metal plate which is having the ice cubes, these ice cubes will absorb the heat after the water gets heated, and these heat will be absorbed by the ice cubes and leaving behind the water droplets which are present at below the plate, and these water droplets can be comes in contact with the air, and thereby it is cooled, and afterwards it is collected in the vessel. See, this is how evaporation process as well as the condensation process is carried. See, this is all about the different methods of separation of the substance. If we see, there are different methods will be there. We have to choose the particles which are differ in their structure and differ in their properties and the nature of a different constituent of a substance which are present in the mixture. See, there are different types of methods will be there: hand picking, threshing, winnowing, filtration, sedimentation, decantation, evaporation, and the condensation. See, these are all the different types of methods which are used in our daily life. We don't know about these methods, but in our life we have to apply it. Unknowingly we have to apply it. See, in our textbook, these methods will be useful. As I told, these methods will helpful to separate the components of a mixture which are present in the mixture, that is the desirable components as well as the undesirable components which are present in the mixture. See, this is all about the separation of a substance, in which methods of separation will be there. See, this is all about the different methods of separation. Thank you.